welcome to Growth Walk. My name is Wendy Hutchins, and this is a channel I created to promote growth and development in all areas of your life through education, discipline, and consistent action. So this video is titled, Will I Ever Be Blessed with a Husband? And the reason why I came up with this video is because yesterday I was at a vending event with my cousin. She has her own t-shirt line, and I'm going to drop the link to her website down below in case you guys want to check it out. But we were at a vending event yesterday, and it was called Sisters Helping Sisters Win, Allowing God to Call the Shots. It was a wonderful event, well organized. It was just a great event, wonderful. There were so many different testimonies I heard throughout the night that were both inspiring and encouraging. The keynote speaker for the event was Marcus Boone, and he is a pastor of a church. But the person who hosted the event was Lady Neela Johnson, so shout out to both of them because it was a wonderful event. But during the keynote speaker's speech, I was just filled with so much joy just from being around all those women. It was such an uplifting experience and environment. But then just like that, something came over me. It was so weird because it was like I got sad all of a sudden. It just something pulled the joy out of me and replaced it with like sadness, or it was so weird. So let me tell you what happened. So I was sitting there, and then I just started to look around at everybody, and I thought, like, will someone ever love me enough to marry me? Like, will I ever find my husband, or will he ever find me? And it was so weird. And I know what it sounds like. It sounds like I'm insecure, or there's some type of insecurity there. But I don't feel insecure at all. I worked really hard to build my confidence up, my esteem up, to change my way of thinking. But then that came over me. And I don't know. The way I am, I'm going to definitely investigate that more to try and figure out why I felt that way and what it all means. So let me take it back. When I was pregnant with my daughter Ava, she's 19 months now. So when I was pregnant with her, I went through a time during her pregnancy where I call it my reconstruction period, where I shed old ways of thinking and behaving, and I replaced them and rebuilt myself with a renewed mind that influenced different behaviors, ways of thinking, ways of looking at myself differently and the world altogether. I did so much during that period to improve myself, so much during that period to improve my life overall now, at that time, and then also, in the future. So that's where the personal and professional growth and development came from that time period. Like, I just grew into something else. So during that time, one of the things that I did was I sat down and I wrote a list of everything that I didn't like about myself. I wrote a list of every single thing negative about myself, my weaknesses, and I looked at all areas of my life. I looked at my health, I looked at my finances, parenting and motherhood. I looked at my past relationships and all my relationships, not just relationships like where I had a boyfriend, relationships with people who were my friends. What else did I look at too? I looked at my professional aspects of my life. And I just took an account and assessment of everything. I wrote down the good, the bad, and then from that list, I said, okay, these are all the things that I don't like about myself. These are all the negative qualities that I possess, the negative things that I have. So what can I do to improve on that? How can I make myself better? So I wrote down another list of all the things that I wanted to improve. And I went down that list, and one by one, I'm telling y'all, I worked on that weakness. I worked on that negative quality about myself until it turned into something that was positive, until I didn't have it anymore, until I was able to overcome it. And by doing that, that just started a snowball effect of personal growth for myself. Personal growth that developed into professional growth. It just developed into me becoming a whole new person, more or less. But the core of me was always there, but there are some things that I had to shave off the top that were clouding or blocking the real person of who I was. So anyway, part of that process too, like I said, was looking at my past relationships, and I realized there were a lot of things that I put myself in these relationships. So there were a lot of things that I did that brought me to these different relationships that I had. So I developed a plan, and I decided on things that I did not want to happen again in my future. Okay, so I wrote a list of all the qualities and things that I wanted in, my future husband. Because at that time I told myself the next relationship I get into, I don't want to just date. I want a purpose for my relationships, and my ultimate goal is to get married. So I watched all these videos about how to prepare for your husband, what things should you be doing right now in my time of singleness to prepare me for, like I said, a husband, for bringing someone into my life, for attracting someone in my life. So I had to make sure I was actually whole and ready to receive a husband. I had to have the qualities that I wanted to have in my husband. So I need to already be able to possess those. So like I said, I worked on myself. I worked on all areas of my life, from my mental, physical, financial, my health and wellness, motherhood, my spirituality. I worked on all these things. I even had prayers for my husband, like that I found online, like you could pray for your husband and all this stuff. And I believe that stuff. Just like the law of attraction, I believe that. I believe if you can think of something, you can manifest it to happen into your life. So with that being said, when I had that thought yesterday about, will someone ever love me? Will someone ever choose me to be their wife? It made me feel sad. Like, why would I feel that way? If I'm so confident in myself right now, if I love myself so much, which I do, I really love the heck out of myself so much. I'm so proud of myself. I have goals, I have dreams, I'm working hard every single day to accomplish them. And I know I'm worthy. I'm so worthy of so much, and I would be a blessing to my husband. I am the prize. I am the one that is the prize. I am the one that is worth having. You know what I'm saying? I will add the value to someone else's life as he would add value to my life. So why was I feeling like, why did I feel that way? Like, will I ever find a husband? Will someone ever love me? And I think what it was, and I still have to, dig deeper into this, but I think what it was me thinking like, okay, when I was single, during my time of singleness, I'm building myself up. I'm preparing myself. I'm getting confident again. I'm working on my goals. I'm setting goals for myself. I'm improving in all areas of my life. And I am up there. I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling where I need to be. I'm taking charge of my life. I'm making things happen in my life, right? So when it comes time to get into a relationship, I'm okay here. But what's it going to be like when I add somebody else to my life? I think the thought of that is what made these negative feelings arise, because all I have to go off of is my past relationships, like, that didn't work out so well. So I have that stuff in the past, then I have who I am now, and then the uncertainty of the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I want to happen. I can foresee it, what I want, what type of relationship I want to have, what type of man I want to have in my life, but not really knowing what the future holds. I guess maybe that is why I came up with that thought or that feeling. And then again, too, like, there's no one around me right now. When I was going through everything that I went through, when I was rebuilding myself, and even now when I'm learning new things and I'm developing, there's no one around me in this space. So to have someone come into my space and see me, as I am, like when I'm by myself, if this is all making sense, that maybe the thought of that is making me anxious or nervous or something. I don't know, y'all. I don't even know. I'm trying to figure it out myself. But, I mean, maybe there's a part of me, maybe this is stemming from some type of insecurity. Maybe I don't think I'm good enough for someone. Or maybe I don't think I'll find someone who will accept me and love me for who I am. I don't know, but maybe deep down inside that is a feeling that I have. But right now, telling you all, I don't feel that way. I don't believe that. So, I don't know. Let me know. I want to know what you guys really think. And my next steps is to talk to women that I know that are married. I know they say if you want something, you know, start hanging with people who have the things that you want. Or start hanging with people who have been through, you know, what you're going through. So, you know, you can talk to them for advice and guidance. So I'm going to start talking to some of the people that I know that are married right now. Talking to some of my family members that are married. Like, is this a valid way of feeling? Or have they felt like this before? Because, you know, I know in order for me to open myself up to receive a husband, I have to get past any negative thoughts that I may have right now that I'm not worthy enough to receive a husband, or that I'm not worthy enough for someone to choose me as their wife. And that's something I'm definitely want to dig deeper into. So I'm curious to find out what anyone who's watching that's single feels about this, or what are your take on what I've said. And then also too, any of you guys that are out there that are married right now, what advice would you give for me or someone else who's felt like this before? Is it normal, or, you know, because right now I will tell you all this, I'm not ready to date. But I want to get rid of any blocks to me receiving someone. You know what I mean? It could be 5 years out that somebody's going to come, but I don't want to have any negative thoughts or anything laying underneath the surface about me that's making me feel like I'm not worthy enough for marriage, or I'm not worthy enough for a husband. So I want to start working on those things now, preparing myself now for a husband, more so than I was trying to do when I was pregnant. Yeah, so that's about it. So again, this video was just about me and my thoughts of not feeling worthy for a husband or marriage. I don't know why that popped into my mind yesterday, but this is, you know, something I guess that I'm going to have to grow through. And I have to educate myself, I have to be disciplined to try and figure out why I'm feeling this way, and then take the necessary steps to try and rectify these feelings and these thoughts. Because again, I told you guys, I feel good, I'm confident, I feel good, but when I thought about that area of my life, and I thought about wanting to be in a marriage and being someone's wife, I then thought, will someone want me as a wife? And that's deep, in my opinion, like, you know. And then I'm happy I'm sharing it for you guys, because I feel like if I'm feeling this type of way in my time of singleness, there has to be other people out there that are feeling this way or have felt this way. People who are currently still single, or people who have felt this way and who are now in happy marriages. So let me know what you guys think. Seriously, I really want to know. And I'm going to continue to do my research on my end. Watch some different videos, pull up some articles, really sit and meditate on these feelings and try and get to the root of it and figure out what I could do to resolve it, so I can break down any barriers that are in the way of me receiving a husband and opening myself up to receive one. Alright, so if you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up, share it with people that you know, comment below, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching.